Bohemian Rhapsody is the newest biopic that is partly directed by Bryan Singer, and this tells the true story of Freddie Mercury and how he became part of Queen and their rise to stardom. And this is how they create a lot of their popular songs like Bohemian Rhapsody, We Are the Champions, another one, Bites the Dust, We Will Rock You. So many iconic songs from Queen are in this movie. And I was really looking forward to this movie. I spent a lot of my childhood listening to Queen because my grandmother really loved Freddie Mercury. So I listened to a lot of Queen. So she recently passed over the summer, and I was, a little bittersweet about seeing this movie. I was excited and, sad too at the same time. But we're going to talk about the goods and the bad and give you my score of Bohemian Rhapsody. Easily the best part of this movie is Rami Malek, who plays Freddie Mercury. He gets so lost into the role. Even when he's performing at Live Aid and all the different songs on stage, you can tell he really gets invested into the role. He completely loses himself. Not only does he look like Freddie Mercury, he even acts like Freddie Mercury. Now, I wasn't alive when Freddie Mercury was alive, so I didn't get to see like a concert or, appearances on TV. I didn't get to see any of that. What I do know of him is like music videos and different things like that. And from the way he acted, I think Rami Malek did a great job portraying Freddie Mercury. I could easily see him getting nominated for an Oscar, but I could also see him not getting nominated for an Oscar because this movie does have some kind of negative reviews going for it, and so I think that will halter his chance of getting an Oscar, but I do think that he is very deserving of a nomination. He just loses himself. It is perfect. He looks the part, he plays the part, everything about his role is perfect. And another thing that's really great about this movie is that there's so many iconic Queen songs in here, and the way that they are handled by Bryan Singer, it's exhilarating and it's cinematic. And I especially love the end at the Live Aid concert. It's like I was there and I got to witness the concert right there. There was like 5 songs that were playing back to back to back, and they were treating it like it was a concert video, and I love that aspect of that last part of the movie because we got to see such an iconic concert play out right in front of us. They did a great job directing it, the way that the camera pans into the stands, the way that the camera pans into the audience and back and forth between Freddie and Queen and the audience members. It was terrific. Also, very surprising, Mike Myers is in this movie. I did not expect Mike Myers to be in this movie. I didn't pay attention too much to the cast outside of Rami Malek, so it was nice to see in the beginning that Mike Myers was listed, and when they showed him, it looked like an older version of Goldmember, and I thought that was pretty funny. I would love to see Mike Myers do another Austin Powers, but the whole cast just does a great job in the movie. The rest of the members of Queen, his fiance, his lover, friends, anybody that is involved in this movie does a great job portraying their character. Now, some of the bad things in this movie, it does feel a little bit conventional when it comes to a biopic. I mean, it's really hard to do a biopic. You want to do from birth to end, and this movie didn't do birth to end. It did when he first found the members of Queen all the way up until Live Aid, and so they had to cover a lot, and it does feel very conventional. A lot of scenes do feel really quick. You don't get to understand certain people or certain relationships as much as you would want to, and that's always a big issue when it comes to biopics, is that you want to understand a little more of a certain character's relationship with another character, and you really don't get that in depth. And a lot of other characters doesn't have that chance to shine because the movie tried to cover a lot, and I understand that you have such a big person's life, you want to try to put as much as you can into it, but it always feels like a disappointment when you see a biopic and they go and they brush over things really, really quick. An example of a good way to handle a biopic was the Steve Jobs movie with Michael Fassbender. It didn't cover birth to death. It covered 3 important events in Steve Jobs' life and focused on that. Maybe Bohemian Rhapsody could have focused on 3 big things like Live Aid and building the Bohemian Rhapsody song, and maybe them getting together. That would have been really cool, but it's always a disappointment when you see a biopic and they always brush over things. I wish I was seeing a little more. The movie is lengthy, it does drag at times, but I would like to see some character relationships strengthened a little bit. Overall, Bohemian Rhapsody is a blast. The songs We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, Bohemian Rhapsody, then they're played out on screen. They are cinematic, and I just had like a chill running down my body. And especially the Live Aid concert scene, I had to use the restroom really bad. I could not use the restroom because I did not want to miss a single beat of that part. I'm gonna go ahead and give Bohemian Rhapsody a B. I would love to see Rami Malek get an Oscar nomination for his role. Does a great job. He's so enthralling and he's so energetic and he's emotional. Everything about his performance was spot on. But like I said, this movie is getting negative reviews, and I don't think that will happen, but we will see what happens down the road. Have you guys seen Bohemian Rhapsody? What did you think of this movie? And what is your favorite Queen song? Thank you guys for checking out this review for Bohemian Rhapsody. Make sure to leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe to my channel so you guys don't miss anything. And make sure to hit that bell notification so you get my videos right when they are uploaded. You guys are the best as always. This is Just Watch Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.